So for a few years, I thought that I was in perfectly fine shape, but that wasn't until I realized that I was gaining weight and gaining weight fast. Now, I know what you're thinking. I'm by no means a supermodel, but I have lost a significant amount of weight in the past year. And this is the story of how I did that. And it's all really a process from finding out that I needed to lose weight, losing that weight, and where I am today. So, beginning with a quote by my favorite comedian, George Carlin, "The future will soon be the past." And I know that he was probably trying to do something snarky with that, but I'm interpreting that as if you want your future to be good, then you got to get to it, because soon it will be the past. So, when I was in my freshman year of high school, I was sick for about a week right before Christmas, and I hadn't eaten for about 3 days. So my mom told me, you probably lost a lot of weight doing that. And so sure enough, I got on the step stool and I weighed about 136 pounds. And I was like, oh, okay. I was still a little overweight for what my size was, but it wasn't bad. Now, fast forward a year later, and at the very start of the year 2013, I weighed 185 pounds. I gained 50 pounds over the course of 1 year, and I don't even know how I did that. I'm still kind of impressed, honestly. So it was at that point that I realized, okay, something's really got to change here. And I began working out a whole lot more in gym class, and I started doing a few random exercises before bed every night. And another year goes by. At the start of the year 2014, I still weighed 185 pounds. And at this point, I just kind of threw my hands in the air and said, okay, what am I doing wrong? So I took a look at my eating habits and my exercising habits. Then it became absolutely no surprise what was going on. Every weekend, I somehow managed to eat entire pizzas and hamburgers and that kind of stuff. And eating way beyond what I should have been, eating way beyond when I was actually full. Half the time it was just because I was bored, I had nothing better to do, so I just kept eating. And that's how I got to the point where I was. And that is a perfectly reasonable thing that happens when you don't control what you eat. And even with a whole lot of exercise, I'd gained 50 pounds over the course of 1 year, but over the course of the year that I was exercising a lot more, I maintained my weight a lot better. So I was doing one thing right at least. So it was at that point, at the start of 2014, that I started, okay, let's get my eating habits better, let's fix this. And over the course of that year, I still wasn't losing that much weight. I wasn't controlling what I ate enough. And I thought I was. I cut back on a whole lot of the things that I was eating before, like all the pizzas every weekend. But I still wasn't losing that much weight. At the start of this year, I weighed 180 pounds. I lost 5 pounds over a year. And considering how much I've not lost and gained over the course of my life recently, I'd say that's not bad. Now this year is where things started to change. I took gym class seriously more this year than I have in my entire life. What I did was took 2 hours of gym. I had one class of gym every other day, and then another class of gym a few hours later every day. And doing that, I was able to get more exercise in than probably if I'd been in a sport over that semester. Then I really started paying attention to what I was eating. And it's where I found out, honestly, what kept me going and what I've really learned throughout all of this is that it really doesn't matter what you eat, it's just how much of it you eat that matters. There's a reason that nutrition facts have those percentages on the back. And it's a great way to gauge how much you're getting in. For example, I've taken a liking to Dan and Oikos yogurt. And that kind of sounds like something that's coming out of the Caribbean, but it's not. It's really good. It's like actually the official yogurt of the NFL right now. And it's got 0 total fat and 0 total sugar. It's got about 140 calories every, you know, bowl or whatever. And it's actually really good. It's something that I enjoy most every morning. And that was one of the big things. And some days, you know, when I'm just gonna lay around and watch TV all day, I won't eat as much. Like I maybe have one meal instead of two. And that's really what I did over the course of time. And so doing all of this from the start of the year all the way until now, I am currently at 166 pounds. Since January, I have lost 15 pounds. Well, this is probably going to change due to the fact that Sodexo has some fried chicken tonight. But for now, I'm 166 pounds. And I'm proud of that. I really am. It's been a long time coming. I've needed to do it for years now. And now that I am where I am, I feel better, I feel rejuvenated. I honestly feel better without that much weight. My clothing isn't as tight as it was before. That's real nice. I've needed to invest in a belt. I didn't have that before. It was just fine then. But yeah, so I was at 166 about a month ago, so I don't want to hear anyone saying that the freshman 15 is unavoidable, because if I like to eat, but if I've managed to maintain my weight the way that I, you know, have over the course of college, I think anyone can. So